Ty can't change you.
You feel the love.
This could be another one of those episodes where Steve's jacking off in the bottom corner.
We're all in the bottom corner, so.
Ew.
Yeah, but we're not jacking it.
Ouch.
Oh,
Ouch.
ouch.
I don't know.
I'm confused.
No, I want to stop presenting to everybody. There we go. Stop presenting to everybody. I think presenting to everybody makes
I'm
it to where
missing a
it doesn't
shitload of
switch.
Legos, and this is making me angry.
Well, that's your own fault.
No. It's Liam who likes to get up when everybody's asleep and go do things he's not allowed to do.
I did that.
And me being a heavy sleeper, didn't realize he was doing it.
That's not the video I clicked on.
I used to be. Even like 2 years ago, I was a heavy sleeper, but now it's just like any sound wakes me up. It's really frustrating.
Nice.
No, it's fucking frustrating. A car drives by at 4 a.m. and I wake up.
Oh, 5 laps
think-
of commentary awesomeness. I guess that is the right one. Alright,
I
fine.
think... I don't even know what I said.
Hey, there it is.
You're drunk.
I wish. But I can't be drunk because I gotta drive to fucking Orlando to pick up Sterling.
I was a heavy sleeper, but now it's just like any sound wakes me up. It's really frustrating.
I feel like I just had that conversation with you,
No,
Brian.
it's fucking frustrating. A car drives
No, it's good. Keep talking, though, because we need audio.
Steve.
For professionals only, 25% off metallic paper flush mount albums. Dear Brian, a professional photographer knows the beauty of metallic paper. The high gloss and richness of color will make any photo pop. Pop. A flush mount. I can't even keep going.
I feel like I just had that conversation.
Professionals only, 25% off metallic paper.
Turn myself down a little bit more.
Dear Brian,
How the fuck do I...
the high gloss and richness of color will make any photo pop. Pop. Flush mount. I can't even keep going.
It's a really good thing I didn't listen to any of that the first time you said it, Brian, so I got to hear it the second time.
Wait a minute, is this a third time?
Why are you watching it over again?
Yeah, it is. We're getting it looped over and over and over again.
and looping.
What's going on?
Stop
I
that.
don't like it.
Alright.
It's the end of the world.
It's Groundhog Day, but in the same like 2 minutes.
Oh, that'd be fucking horrible. I'd just fucking shoot myself. But then, 2 minutes later, I would have to do it again. It's like, oh my god. It's almost kind of like a Doctor Who episode, except hundreds of years at a time instead of...
Alright, anyway. I think I got the audio evened out between us.
You're evened out.
Ugh.
That was the loud one. Oh,
You're
well.
always the loud one.
Well, it's because my mic's sensitive.
No, it's just because you don't fuck with your audio settings and you think you're good when you're not.
I have my
Steve.
fence with my audio settings all the time.
I don't trust you, Steve.
Anyway, we could probably go ahead and get started now at any time.
Yes,
I don't know.
we have to.
I mean, it's already going.
It's
So-
already-
We are already live, so.
Oh, hello. I should probably open up that chat then.
Click it.
Chat, 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 chat.
Chat.
Alright, you don't have to
It's
make everything into a
AvP
shitty rap
chat.
song.
I make everything into a shitty rap song. Sometimes I turn into a shitty pop song.
Regardless.
Or a shitty walk.
What the fuck happened? Oh, welcome to Shitty Walk.
Shitty walk.
Welcome to Shitty Walk.
That's still there,
Terrible.
too. It's really
Yeah,
bad.
right. Yeah.
Racial stereotypes for the wind. I love it.
So what are we gonna do when we win the $1.3 billion
Can
Powerball?
you even win that?
Yeah.
I can tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to drive to my work and punch my boss in the head.
Okay.
And then apologize
Wow.
because he's a really awesome person and I'll feel horrible about it. That's just what I've always wanted to do if I ever won the lottery, regardless of my boss. And then give him like
I
a
would-
couple
Nice
$1
about
million.
it. Holy shit. You still
Honestly,
gotta,
I would.
You gotta take
yeah.
a couple weeks to still talk to a finance guy, a lawyer, before you even like grab the money. You need to do all that shit. So
Yeah, seriously. And you
time.
damn well better believe I am doing this shit anonymously. I'm not walking into the
Even
lotto
if you
office in the
See,
front door
I
like
wish
all
I
the
could do that.
cameras.
I wish I
I'm
could do
going
that,
in
but
the back door.
Illinois.
Yeah.
even if you did it anonymously, it's all under fucking record.
Yes, but the
It's
public can't get it.
they can eventually. But
Yeah,
yeah, I would do it
5 years
anonymously
after
too.
the fact, but no one cares then.
Right.
Yeah, I would do it anonymously too because fuck everybody else and
I
their
can't.
problems.
I can't do
I
it
don't want
anonymously.
I don't even know if I could.
I
But
know
if I
Illinois.
did,
They're like, nope, you gotta do it.
if that was an
It's
option,
law.
I would do it anonymously.
Yeah,
right.
I would.
There's no reason to do it publicly. Like, what would be the point of that? Hey, I won the lottery. Okay, bye.
So you could get robbed and then look turned into be the biggest dirtbag in the world because you don't want to share your money.
Yeah, right. That's what it'd be like
Which-
too. Since I'd be forced to have to like do it and publicly come out, it'd be like some person's there. They're like, so how do
Well,
you
if
feel
you
about winning the
publicly
lottery?
come out winning
It's like
lotteries,
I don't care about winning. I'm happy about it, but can I leave now? No, you can't. You gotta be for 5 minutes, damn it, on camera. It's
Just
like,
stand there.
there. Just stand there.
Steve, if you've publicly come out winning the lottery, you might as well do it all at once and publicly come out as gay.
Just go all in.
Wow. Even if it's not true.
Because I'm sure it's not true.
I'm a Nazi. I also killed a kid. Just go all of it out there. Like, why are you saying all this? Because I can afford the best damn lawyer in the world.
And then all your money's gone into law.
Yeah, right.
Oh no, I'd be so excited if I won that amount of money.
Well, you only get like 500 million out of it.
Only 500 million. I'm not going to make that in 20 years or 20 lifetimes of what I do for a living. I'm not going to make that.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, I guess
still
that's true.
significantly more.
I don't know what I would. I don't really know what I would do. Honestly, I would probably buy way too much camera equipment, and
I
then
would
end up
quit my
like giving
job.
some of it away
Let's-
because I didn't need it. And then I would pay off all my student loans. I'd pay off my parents' mortgage. You know.
Oh yeah, I'd pay off my parents everything, and then I'd move the fuck out of Florida
The 13th, is the next draw date.
on Wednesday.
It's also the day that part 2 of our GTA 5 videos come out for this week and next week. Be sure to tune in, like, and subscribe.
It would be part
Oh, there we
4 next week.
Oh yeah, look at that big old.
1.4 billion. There, you would win more than 500 million.
Have you guys seen that stupid thing that's been going around on Facebook?
Oh,
What-
if instead of just having somebody win, just give out the 2.2 million to everybody and end poverty.
No,
Yeah.
no, the
Oh, shh. Josh,
Yeah.
what do you think about that?
Why are you asking me?
Because
Like I'm going to say the wrong answer.
I want you to give me your answer. What do you think about that?
I mean, I'd like to have 2.2 million dollars, but the amount of taxes you still have to pay and all that shit is not worth it to me. It's
so
just a big fucking.
you're in the camp of that makes sense.
It does make sense.
Instead of in the camp of that actually only equals about $4.3, so $4.33. Like it doesn't equal 4 something million. Like
Yeah.
divided
I
by
see.
300. Yeah, that's what's funny about it.
If it worked,
It doesn't
Like
work.
that.
It's only
It
like
doesn't work.
$5. It
I know.
doesn't work.
it would send.
I
like,
saw that and I was like, that's wrong. But then I saw like actual like legit like
No, yeah,
memes of
it's
it,
been
so I was like,
blowing
I was
up.
starting
It's
to
been
think, I
blowing
was
up.
like,
Everyone's like talking about it, and it's like you're all so stupid.
I was starting to
Yeah.
think like, is this right? And then- I haven't even done the math, but it doesn't seem
Yeah.
right. It's
No,
like I'm looking at it.
it's only like $5. It's not
Yeah.
like 5 million
Yeah.
each.
It would send like every child in Uganda to school for 7 years.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
Yeah.
that's nice. I want the money.
Yeah. It makes you wonder if the original person that made that, if they knew, or like, and they put it out there going.
I don't know. My buddy posted that on Facebook the other day,
Yeah.
or not the other day, but like recently, right before that thing started hitting
Yeah,
it off.
it's been like the last like day or two that it's been posted. Yeah.
And someone was like, "You just broke the internet," and then someone was like, "You did your math wrong." I was like, "Ha, dick."
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was off, but if it was right, it'd be cool.
Oh, there we go. Oh no, I'm showing other stuff.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
A little bit.
So this is a cool little thing. One of the last little things that I haven't seen yet out of CES is that Audi's hydrogen concept. which is always like hydrogen power is always
Risky.
really risky, but the rewards are probably better
As
than
long as they
anything.
can stabilize it and don't fucking ignite the whole car on fire. But
Yeah,
I'm sure
right.
they found a way to do it. It's been in concept since fucking automobiles were a thing.
Yeah.
Like since like production, like probably not since automobiles were the thing, obviously.
It's
But
fine, but come on, who needs hydrogen when we can just have electric vehicles? Like, what's...
electric vehicles are nice, but if they did this, like there's a theory behind hydrogen vehicles that goes to filling your car with water and then it uses an electrolysis process to turn into hydrogen
Right.
and all that. So it would be using fuel or water as fuel, but the amount of electricity you need to sustain a vehicle for that, unless they found some new way to do it, is fucking stupid compared to just doing a gas vehicle. That's why nobody's produced one yet.
Right.
And they're also pretty dangerous
Yeah.
because hydrogen goes boom.
Can in the right conditions, but yeah.
Well, I mean, hybrids are dangerous too. If some jackass stabs a fucking screwdriver into his bright orange high voltage wire, he's dead.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all cars are dangerous. But
Well, yeah, they're 2-ton rolling machines that you only need to have a little license for. But then when you go work at like a warehouse and you want to drive on the forklift, they're like, "Oh, you gotta go to special training." It's like, I have a fucking license to drive a fucking vehicle that's 3 times the weight of this thing. Why do I need to go fucking do training?
Because OSHA matters more than fucking not the DMV, but the Department of Transportation.
Yeah, I just always thought that was funny with vehicles. But yeah, vehicles are dangerous no matter what you do to them. They could be nuclear, and they're still dangerous, even without the nuclear part.
Like in Fallout, that's how their cars were. They were fusion driven.
Well, I mean, there's the whole thing about like nuclear cars being radioactive, where the hydrogen-powered cars wouldn't be.
Right.
So.
Yeah, but
just go electric.
There's radiation
Kill the
everywhere.
middleman. You need electricity to run all those things, so why not just have electricity to run
Yes, there's radiation everywhere, but there's a difference between having a piece of plutonium under your butt and having some water under your butt.
It doesn't have to be plutonium. There's other nuclear material out there. It's not as
plenty of
dangerous.
different.
Yeah,
It's not just
uranium.
plutonium. We're only using the plutonium now
Uranium,
for
there's
space
that
travel.
one radioactive material that's like really safe. I don't know what the name of it is. We looked this up like a year or two ago or something.
Yeah, it was. I remember this day.
Yeah,
It's probably really safe, but also
it is
probably
really safe,
not
but they
really
didn't want to use
strong.
it. No, it's just as
Oh,
powerful
is it?
enough to boil water as the nuclear material we use now. It's just
No, we should. No, that's just,
yeah, we didn't want to be safe. We wanted to make money.
Oh yeah, that's bottom line.
And
It's always
bombs.
more
Money and
important
bombs.
than public safety. We could be safe, but if we cut the corners, we'll save a shitload of money and make a badass bomb. Oh fuck
Yeah.
it! You
Well,
save a lot of money.
it's harder to do because it requires a little bit. It doesn't require more work, but it requires more. It's just yeah. They don't want to do it because it would cost money. That's the gist of it.
Well,
That's okay.
So we use uranium and other nuclear
I thought
materials that are dangerous.
That's just humankind. I mean, I live a few hundred feet above sea level, so I'm ready for,
Yeah.
the world's oceans to rise.
I'm not because I might be okay. I'll
You're in
have
Florida,
a
you won't
beach
be okay.
on my front door.
No,
No,
Florida will
I'm in
kill
the highest part.
Everyone will kill each other before the floor is even destroyed by a hurricane.
I'm in the
No, they'll
highest
just blame the liberals for it.
Yeah.
You fucking commie bastards! I
all
can already
the
see it now.
crazies will come out. They'll all be naked.
If we would have elected Donald
the-
Trump, this would have been fine.
No, no, it wouldn't.
That's Florida
Uh,
in a fucking nutshell.
Yeah. Wow.
In your assholes, all of you in
Well,
Florida.
it's cool hydrogen car, but yeah, it's just it just feels like because even though it's a hydrogen car, how is it actually power? Like how is actually the thrust work? Does it still just create electricity and power electric motors, or how is it actually?
Pretty sure it's using hydrogen
Right.
as a combustion fuel.
Okay, so it's
Depends
used
on the
kind of
thing.
like an engine is, where it pushes pistons
I
to
don't
propel the
know,
car.
I don't remember I just remember the amount of electricity on
Yeah.
it was.
You would have to.
astronomical.
Can you imagine trying to control a car that was powered just by thrust?
All hybrids are just thrust.
No.
You know what I mean. Essentially just having, a rocket, because a rocket is just thrust.
Right. That's pure thrust.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Nothing that's driving anything else. It's just pushing you forward.
Right.
well,
This-
that's the
No, fuck that.
Or wind sails. Yeah, wind sails.
That's even less controllable.
How about
Why
solar
am I going
sails?
backwards? Why am I going backwards?
How do I turn?
What's a
Oh,
jib?
fuck.
What's a jib?
Isn't a jib where you have to duck really quick because you're about to get knocked the
I think
fuck
so.
out
Yeah,
by
I
a
think that's
sail?
the thing that swings over, or
Yeah.
swings. Yeah, when you're turning or something.
I've been on a sailboat 3 times, and as stupid as it is, because you can just get a gas boat and be perfectly fine just putting the throttle down and driving, it was really actually quite enjoyable sailing
Yeah.
on a boat.
I like
was
the idea of
really
a sailboat.
surprised.
I imagine it because it's very quiet. It's a lot more calming. It requires a little bit more skill than just sitting there and holding
It's
a throttle.
stressful as fuck. We were in a race. The first time I was ever on a
And
sailboat.
hey,
Hey,
in
we're
the
gonna
fucking
race.
apocalypse, all the sailors with their sailboats are going to be fucking driving past the gasoline guys who are stuck in the middle of the ocean, laughing at them.
Why in the apocalypse? Why?
Because you don't have gas as easily available, so you can just sail and be safe from the zombies.
Oh, it's a zombie apocalypse now?
Why not?
This isn't fucking
Either way,
2014,
either way, a sailboat or like a big old pirate boat where you have a crew and shit is going to be so much better because you don't have to worry about resources. You can just keep going.
Until the wind stops, and then somebody with a gas motor is coming up on you and going to burn your ship down because it's made of fucking
the
wood.
gas would run out a lot longer before the wind would run out, and the wind will come back later. It's not
No,
just
because
gonna,
there's so many different ways to produce
gas
fuel.
isn't just going to magically
in
show
your-
up.
You don't need to use gas in most vehicles. You can use fucking ethanol. That's pretty easy to make.
Okay, so this is good for a short trip, but what if you want to get to Europe to meet up with your girlfriend because she is over there during the
Do
apocalypse?
you have a girlfriend in Europe?
The point is,
If I had a girlfriend in Europe
I
and
have
there
a
was an
girlfriend.
apocalypse,
I have a
I
girlfriend.
would be
She
pretty
goes to a
sure.
different
whatever.
school.
Let's say you had
She's
to get to
dead.
fucking Europe. Maybe there's humankind, there's civilization in Europe, and all the Americans fucking died. Gas is not going to get you there because the weight is going to kill anything you like. You're not going to be able to pack. You have to pack a shit ton of food and gas. You're not going to be able to do it. But you pack a shit ton of food and just have wind. You're going to be able to eventually make it there.
Steve, you can get any petroleum product and put it in a diesel motor and be fine.
Yes,
It
but then
doesn't
you
just-
still have to pack it on the ship.
I'm talking about getting a big ass fucking freighter and you can power it off of everything, pretty
So
much. Any
you're
combustible.
going to drive a freighter all by yourself.
I'm gonna figure out a way if I absolutely have to get to Europe for a girlfriend, not a wife, not a fiance, not a baby mama, a girlfriend.
At that
I'll
point, you
assume
just
that bitch
fly.
is dead.
At that point, you just figure out how to fly and go for it instead of taking a freighter.
Well, it doesn't have to be a big freighter, but it's closer than a
Freighters
fucking.
are only
gas boat.
big. They're
And
no.
I honestly, if I had to go across the ocean in a small ass fucking boat, I'd say fuck you. Because there's big ass waves out there that could kill you, and I'm not
Yeah.
about to do that shit.
That's why you learn how to sail, so you can avoid that shit.
You can avoid that until you get a fucking storm, and then you got fucking things that are rolling over you. No, fuck that.
But
When a
at least then
wave,
you got, at least then you got a shit ton of wind.
when
so
a
you're
wave is
going.
10 times taller than me, I'm just gonna kill myself. I don't have time for that shit. No,
Not
fuck
even
that.
gonna try.
No.
You made it this far in the zombie apocalypse. You've gotten yourself a fucking boat. You survived.
Go to see my
You're gonna
fucking
kill
European
yourself
girlfriend. No,
Esmeralda. I need to see Esmeralda.
Hey, she could be really hot and like the last girl on Earth. You're gonna go for it.
She could be dead.
She might not be. Maybe
It's
you
an
got a satellite.
apocalypse.
Maybe you got a satellite uplink and you found her.
if I have a satellite uplink,
Satellite uplink. You're talking about sailing on a fucking pirate boat from New York to London, and you have
Yeah.
a satellite uplink.
Yeah, why not?
Why don't we just use the fucking hydrogen-powered engines in this stupid fucking Audi underneath the boat, and then just power our way all the way over?
See, now he's thinking, but that's saltwater. That would be tricky.
Their desanitization technology. Just fucking use that. In the
Sure
meantime, why
requires
don't
a lot
you
of
fill
fuel
a fucking space
and
shuttle,
energy.
go up into space, take the satellite, beam the signal bound, tell the girl that you're coming bound, and then just land the spaceship in Europe.
That's a great idea. That is a fucking great idea.
scuttle the fucking ship in Europe. Fuck it. I don't care what's there. I don't ever want to
I'll
go
go to
back.
Montana. I'll get me a fucking Minuteman 3 missile. I'll fucking program that thing to launch to Europe, and I'll just put a capsule in there that'll land with a parachute.
You just like jump out 1,000 feet high. You're like,
I can.
Esmeralda, you jump out your parachute and you
No.
just boom.
I would just put.
or someone
I would be
explodes.
like, what's his face in Star Trek? But it wouldn't be a spaceship. It would just be a capsule that would land. So it'd just be a parachute
gotcha.
thing. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I can
You might
probably
as well just go
do.
to space and
I
actually
can
get a
probably
fucking
do
rocket.
60% of that legit. In
No,
real
they
life.
don't work, remember?
Oh, one time, Brian.
SpaceX worked.
In the
They
last
landed
year.
it. They recently landed it. Anyway. Moving on.
Fucking my European girlfriend, man. It's the apocalypse. If we were in the apocalypse together, I would slap you for worrying about your European girlfriend when the immediate situation was dealing with the looters and whatnot that we'd have to fucking deal with.
Start
Or
trying
do
to
the
grow
looting.
potatoes, damn it.
Either way, being on the water, if you can figure out a way to get like a big ship on the water,
It's
you're
not
that's the
fucking
safest
water world,
place.
Steve.
No, but it's the safest place.
Eventually, I'll just mutate and have gills like Kevin
You
Costner.
can land at any port to get supplies. You're away from people
Why?
who
You
are
assume
driving
there's
cars and
ports.
stupid.
Wait.
Yeah.
This is a post-apocalyptic scenario, Josh, and the best you can come up with is being Aquaman.
No, from Waterworld.
I've never seen it.
Oh, nobody
How
has because
dare
it was a
you.
shit
It
movie.
might be a shitty movie, but how dare you not watch it?
You gotta watch it. It's such a
I
good
haven't
movie.
seen it.
It's a nerd movie. You have to watch.
It is.
Like,
It's got
Honestly,
the
I haven't
worst-
even heard of it before. I don't know what you
It
guys
has
are
the
talking about.
worst fucking reviews out of any movie from that era. But it's such a good movie.
Yeah, I
at the
thought it was a
same
good
time.
movie too. It was a-
Like
Anyway,
it's one of the few movies that had more liking after it released,
yeah.
like
So more
on
following than,
VHS.
Well, like Rocky Horror Picture Show. It does
Rocky Horror
better
Picture
after the
Show's
fact.
fucking garbage.
yeah. Oh, so what's next?
Shifting gears
Because we've
entirely.
gone on forever, so I want to get off. That.
Shifting gears entirely, we need to a little bit somber moment, saying goodbye to David Bowie,
Yeah.
who
Goblin
died
King.
Sunday, January 10th, 2016.
Yeah.
He's a rock and roll legend, for sure.
Oh yeah.
So I was just wondering, and this came up earlier, but what were your favorite songs from David Bowie? Steve should go first because it's the fastest.
All right, I'm done.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know songs anyway, and David Bowie isn't like at the top of my list of, oh my gosh, that's the best ever.
It's not
So,
K-pop.
it's
He doesn't
all
know
good
about it.
stuff.
What about you, Josh?
It'd be Major Tom, or it's not Major Tom. It's just what I refer to.
No, it's
Space
Major
Oddity.
Tom.
No, Space Oddity.
They're two different songs.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
Like there's a song called Major Tom.
No.
To ground control.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about Space Oddity. Man. Space Oddity, and then
Steve knew it. Major Tom to ground control.
Moon Age Daydream is definitely.
Oh yeah. That's a weird song.
It is. That's why I like it. And I'm sorry, David
imagine-
Bowie fans, for saying Major Tom.
I'd imagine that's a good song to get high to.
It is actually. I mean, I wouldn't know, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I don't live in a state that allows that, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sin.
Yeah. My favorite David Bowie song is Changes.
Well, I know because you've been singing it.
Yes, I've been
for the
singing
last
it.
40 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
But a lot of people don't know that he was. Well, a lot of people know that he did collaborations, but some of the most famous collaborations he did were Under Pressure with Queen.
And a lot of people
Fame-
don't realize he was in that, and a lot of people
Right,
think Queen
exactly.
stole it from fucking Vanilla Ice because they're worthless sacks of shit.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. Annoying. Fame with John Lennon and Dancing in the Streets with Mick Jagger.
That's a good ass.
Mick Jagger.
Yeah, it is a good song. So David Bowie, whether you know it or not, has played a role in, and every he's British, and he influenced a lot of British rock. So if you listen to British rock between 1980 onward, it was probably influenced in some way by David Bowie.
Mhm.
So
And that's a lot of rock in general at the same time, though.
oh yeah, it
Just
is.
a lot
Yeah,
of
just-
culture, just because he was
Yeah.
fucking weird.
Yeah, it was. But I mean, it's always the weird ones that are remembered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So-
true. In anything.
Mhm.
Stand out
Always.
even badly, people remember you just because you stood out.
Yep. So rest in peace, David Bowie.
Yeah.
How old was he? Do we know?
60
fuck you guys.
something.
Space Oddity
That's kind of young
is what I'm talking about,
nowadays.
by the way. He was 68, I thought.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
In his 60s.
I suppose
in
that's
his
not
late
surprising for a rocker, especially a rocker who grew up in those older rocker days of drugs
Right.
and alcohol and all that kind of stuff. And
How's that any different from today's rock and roll drugs and
They
stuff?
have better medication.
Today's rock and roll is garbage.
That's not true. You love Imagine Dragons.
That's true. And a lot of today's rock and roll doesn't consist of partying your face off and then
No.
vomiting.
It
for a
does,
TV
but not
double.
as not in
Right.
the same way as back in the day.
I mean, like modern rock is definitely split off a lot from what would be considered hard rock or heavy metal.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
So-
hey, actually, my son, his middle name is after David Bowie. So that's how much I like David.
Really?
Bowie. Yeah.
Wow.
Nixon's middle name, Nixon Bowie.
There
Yep.
you go.
So you name him after arguably one of the worst presidents ever, and then after a rock star. I think you got those in the wrong order.
We tried swapping it around a little bit and using Bowie as a first name, but we didn't like it. Yeah. We like the middle name. And nobody's going to know that he was the worst president ever by the time he's old enough to fucking talk about things like that.
Well,
Because, no.
He was the
because-
reason why people don't trust the president anymore.
Oh, I understand that. But at the same time, I have asked, like, 19, 17-year-old people if they knew who Richard Nixon was. They fucking don't.
no,
You live in
it's 'cause
Florida.
Most people don't know who their presidents are. And look, they're going to talk about Nixon. It's going to be like in 5th grade, they're going to be talking about Nixon. It's like, oh, another crook. And then your kid's going to come home and be like, Daddy, they made fun of you because my name's like their president.
Or
then
he's going to
I'm
take it
gonna
like a
punch
champ
him.
and he's going to walk into the house with like two
Like,
peace
oh, another
signs.
crook, yeah.
You know?
They'll put like
You
super hardcore latch onto it. Yeah,
I gotta start teaching
Yeah.
them
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Just so he's ready.
that. Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Fuck
Oh, and he
what
can
it
go to
is.
China. He can go to China. Only Nixon could go to China.
it's
I don't know why he'd want to go to China, but yeah, he could do that.
super,
China's-
super big and the second,
Yeah.
or the largest country in the world? Not
No,
largest
Russia's
in size,
the
but
largest
largest
country.
in
With the worst
population.
air pollution.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the time he can go to China, it's just going to be a big cloud of poison.
No, by the time
over-
he can go to China, China will have like taken over America, and we'll all be speaking Chinese and Americanese.
That's not going to happen.
Not if the Chinese economy
No.
keeps taking.
No, that's true. Yeah.
Every time they devalue their currency again and again and again, they are royally screwing
But yeah,
themselves
the
over.
largest
I don't
military in
understand.
the world, Josh. They win.
That's because they have the largest population in the world.
Yeah.
Largest
Doesn't take a
military
lot
in
to
the
wipe
world
them out.
doesn't mean anything if we can take out half of them before they leave the shores of China.
Which is just one well-placed small bomb, and 16 million of them are dead
But
because
see,
they're so
this is how China plays it off, though. All of a sudden, North Korea is firing bombs at everybody because China told them to, and then China sneaks in the back door and fucks everybody up.
Here first, people. China sneaks in the back door and fucks people.
Yeah. it was from Steve.
All hail our imperial leader.
Okay. You don't see Steve anymore, you know why. They're going to think you're with
Yeah, seriously.
Islamic State.
I'm a sleeper cell.
I knew it.
China.
Fucking
Oh my
Chinese
God.
sleepers.
Yeah.
What's your code word when you get the phone call, do you know?
Oh man.
Egg foo young.
So what's
I want Kung Pao chicken.
It breaks everybody's necks.
That's why he has all those samurai swords. Oh, wait, that's Japan. Never mind.
Close enough.
I have a Chinese sword. The one that is the double bladed. It has the things tassels on the end, and I can't remember what that's for.
Oh, you have a
course
Dao
you-
sword. That's cool.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, I've got one of those.
Fucking awesome. I've always wanted one of those.
Buy one.
No.
Exactly. Alright, so coming up next, votes for women. That's where feminism started. Why are we looking at...
What? Where the fuck did that come from?
We were talking
Why
about
did
China.
that even? What?
Anyway.
What would even compel you to say that?
Who?
You.
It was on the fucking Google thing, because
Yeah,
today marks
Kickstarter.
their voting thing. You look at it.
So we're doing Kickstarter, right? That's what we're going
Google a little when they
Kickstarter.
changed their logo.
Or we're doing this Lily smart
Oh,
camera.
gotcha. Oh, the suffragettes.
There we go.
Yeah. So we talk about Kickstarters a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Relatively a lot. It used
Yeah,
to
we do
be
a
a
little bit.
a primary segment in the podcast. Rest in peace podcast.
We're on Twitter's Kickstarter list. We're on Kickstarter's Kickstarter Twitter. So we're on some list.
Somehow.
We're on a list somewhere.
We're on a Twitter list.
And it's not for China. It's a list for Kickstarter.
Yeah, I don't know why we're on that list. We're not very nice to people.
It's because we did a Kickstarter video once. And then they were like, "Hey,
well, it's been a couple of times. We've done a couple.
Kickstarter." Well, this is before we did a couple more, but this is like earlier.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But it's always Kickstarter is not like people treat it incorrectly. Kickstarter is not a guarantee of a product.
It's got a face on it.
Kickstarter is not. Kickstarter is not like it's always a bet. You're potentially throwing money away.
Yeah. Well, it's like eBay or anything like that. You really have to like pay attention to who it is.
Well, I mean, like
you have to pay attention to what they've done in the past. Things like that.
Yeah.
It's like investing.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. You're investing. You're not getting money back, but you're getting a product.
Yeah.
But even in investing, you could lose your ass.
Yep.
And that can happen a lot with Kickstarter because
this is sort of a PSA discussion.
It doesn't always turn out like Oculus.
Right. It doesn't always work.
It's extra shit.
Sometimes you get screwed.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's on purpose.
Yeah.
Not
Sometimes that's what
usually.
they had in mind the whole time.
Sometimes, yeah, exactly. So
it's just a money grab sometimes.
Yeah.
Take every Kickstarter with a grain of salt. So this came up because the Lily, which is this happy little drone that follows you around and records you while you're skiing down a hill or whatever.
Yeah. I think we talked about this once, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We did
very
actually
familiar.
talk about this. Yeah. So go watch that video first, and then come back to this one. And but their production is being pushed back a little bit because there are so many orders that they can't fulfill them all, which is a good problem to have.
Yeah.
Right. It's a good problem to have, but this is one of the problems you have when you're dealing with a company that either doesn't know what they're doing when it comes to crowdfunding, or is too small. Right. And these are the good problems to have, because it sounds like everyone who did back are eventually going to get the product.
Well, there's 20 years from now where drones are irrelevant. There's a completely different story.
Well, they can always get someone to help back them and help production and stuff like that. So someone might buy them out or something like that to help.
Or Shark Tank.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's another problem, is that if a company gets bought out, the next company could decide, well, we're not going to do this anymore.
We're going to use these for attack drones.
We're under no obligation to fulfill, these promises or anything.
Although you think they would want to, because that's why they bought the company. They didn't buy the company because the company made a bunch of money.
Well, they
bought the company because they have something that they haven't thought of.
Right.
And they want their hands on it. Like this drone they could use to track somebody and kill them.
Or they bought the company because they were trying to eliminate competition.
Yeah.
If Oculus bought out the Vive early on, it would be more of a monopoly.
Yeah.
Now, because Oculus wanted some of the Vive technology, but and stuff like that's a possibility as well.
We'll just reverse engineer it and figure it out themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The technology is relatively similar in the two, with the exception of how they track the software and stuff like that.
Right. And in the next link, Steve, if you would.
I'm glad you were prepared for this, Steve.
So there's this thing on Indiegogo. It's this Lucent 1.0. It's a 4K 3D projector.
What just happened?
Supposedly.
What's going on?
Oh God. Artwork.
Why is this
okay,
there we go. Jeez. This
Whatever.
website's weird.
Yeah, it is.
It all looks awesome.
4K
Who doesn't want a 4K
projector?
3D projector?
How big is it? Is that like the size of a normal
That's
projector?
like the size of a cell phone.
Okay, that seems unlikely.
It's too good to be true, doesn't it?
Yeah, no,
it might be. It might be too big too good to be true. And even if that isn't, because these pictures are actually for a different product.
That's like Facebook.
Which is a projector, but it's like a cheap, crappy Chinese projector that's not very good. And the company that started this knew what they were doing, obviously. If you scroll down back to the lady, that is the so-called creator of this project, and when people look them up on, LinkedIn or whatever, they are friends with a similarly named person who is a different woman,
Okay.
and it's probably a scam.
That's cool. So how much
It's
did they
probably a
make?
scam. 100,000.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way to go,
So
you asshole.
Wow, that
yeah,
sucks.
this is always stuff
I mean,
like
if
this.
you want to make
This
some
is
money,
though.
like that's a way to do it. But
Oh
at the
yeah,
same time,
totally.
This is the
super,
same
super dumb.
time
But-
it's playing off the stupidity of consumerism.
Well, they do that
Yeah.
now.
Oh
But
no,
they do it. But they do it smart, and without people realizing it.
but yeah.
This
But
is like
this is
obvious,
just-
like troll.
This is just like a big red flag saying, hey, we're full of a bunch of idiots. People should
Right, well,
realize.
Yeah. Now,
and
I can
one
believe
of
a 4K projector, but not the size of a smartphone. They can't
And
even
it's
make
not
projectors
4K.
the size of a smartphone now with
Right.
normal size limitations.
yeah,
That's-
and yeah, it's.
Unless it's like a little
I don't.
3-inch wide screen that projects on your wall, and that's it. That's technically a projector.
I don't know if Kickstarter projects or crowdfunding projects or early access products or whatever are held to the same standards as release products in terms of false advertising laws.
Right. It probably depends on your state or country.
Right. But if something like this, if like Sony pulled something like this, they would get sued left, right, and center for false
Yep.
advertising.
Yep.
And I think maybe that should happen for this company because it would stop people from doing it.
But
And
the
it
problem
would,
is the company's probably doesn't exist. Has already been
yeah,
dismantled,
exactly.
and the money's already been transferred to a bank somewhere.
Yeah. And I don't understand how this got past Indiegogo because they're supposed to be, screening these entries and stuff.
Well, maybe it happened too fast. Maybe people jumped on it so fast that it didn't even have a chance to.
But
Really
a project doesn't go live until Indiegogo says okay.
True, but you could put anything on Indiegogo, and they're not going to look at every Tom, Dick, and Harry's fucking Indiegogo thing.
Yeah, because there's so much shit
Maybe
going
it
in there.
should.
Right. So they might look at it and be like, okay, there's enough information.
They might not
here.
even look at it. They might have a program.
No, they've
that
no
does it.
program, yeah. And the program's probably like, okay, there's enough information here, there's links, there's everything that's required to be here for this to go, and then it goes.
And they check copyright and shit, maybe, or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
As long as you have enough information, like if you have a legit company or legit contact information, then that's really enough to make it be like, well, unless you actually show Indiegogo the product, there's nothing they could do to really prove it's fake until it's too late.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So,
that's-
I created a
What
short
is
list
this
of
site? Okay.
things that have failed, Kickstarters that have failed to the detriment of the backers, because Kickstarters fail all the time simply because they didn't get enough money, sort of thing. But these are Kickstarter projects that were fully
From Kickstarter
funded.
itself, folks.
Yep. And aren't going to happen.
The last
Oops.
update was 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Is there reasons why? There's a reasons why they didn't happen. Like, are they?
I'm sure
commonly-
there are a lot of reasons why this ended
This
up
particular
not
one was
happening.
because I guess the studio failed to keep up their end of the bargain, and they had to file bankruptcy or whatever. The studio that did Yog Ventures, so that's why Yog Ventures failed, because the studio was.
Now, is this linked to the Oxcast?
Yeah.
They're
This
the
was
ones that
fully endorsed by the
Yep.
Oxcast. So,
But it
Yeah,
wasn't their
nothing,
idea.
like-
They even did the first video of it too. Remember back in the day, they did a video or two of Simon playing a little bit of it.
Yeah, and people who ended up backing this ended up getting a game code
For some other game.
for some other game, which is probably more than I would expect. Because I do not, if I would back a Kickstarter and it failed, I would not expect to get my money back.
No.
Right.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
It
because
depends on the company
that's
though, like
the risk.
Oculus, they're putting out headsets for people even though they didn't. So it depends on the company really.
Well, it's
and-
because
Right.
They
Oculus
can
went and
afford
fucked
to.
up and said, "Oh, it's going to be this cheap, and now it's this expensive."
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's a whole different issue with the fucking
That's
Xbox controller and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah. So Yogvent, and that was a real sore spot, and it's because the Yogscaster and are so popular.
Yeah, they were
when
they were
everyone-
excited for it. They talked about it. It looked like it could be cool.
Yeah, it did.
I mean,
So
yeah, what little we saw of it looked like it would be cool.
I don't even remember it. Honestly.
it was like the sandbox version of EverQuest.
Yeah, except
EverQuest
like
Maps.
Minecraft and the way that
Yes.
you
Right.
can mine and stuff, and it was
Right.
it looked cool. Again, they didn't have a lot done when they showed us what little bit they had.
Right. It was
So,
also a bit like Worm Online in
yeah,
some ways.
yeah.
So
We don't
So
need any more of those.
yeah, it looks like they pledged. Oh wow, yeah, $567,000.
yeah.
It's 665,000. So
Yep.
that's a lot of people they pissed
Yeah.
off.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
13,000. That much
The
money.
next
Yeah.
the next product on the list is a trigger trap. And Trigger Trap itself is a company that makes wire like things to trigger your camera.
Right.
With your phone and stuff, so you can do time lapse and stuff like that. And that's the real product that you're seeing right now. That's a real product that they really made and they really sell, and I have one and it works really well.
Cool.
But they created a Kickstarter for a device that does it without the phone.
Oh yeah.
And they got all the money, they started the production, and then things started going wrong.
It doesn't
yeah.
really work. We were
Is
wrong.
this it?
Yes. And they kept having problems with production. They kept losing money left and right, and eventually they had to stop the production of it. And everyone who backed it got screwed.
Yeah.
Didn't get any
What's the
money
last
back.
update?
Didn't get a product.
Well, that's all in the like. I think that's in the fine print of things like Kickstarter, where it says, something could
Right.
fail, yada yada yada. By putting the money into this,
Yeah, but still, like the first one, fucking improper. What is it? Improper advertising.
or that.
That one.
Well, this isn't false advertising because
Yeah.
they were genuinely on track to make this
yeah.
product, but everything fell apart on them.
But this may be in
and-
the listing, but false advertisement shouldn't be covered under that umbrella. That should be completely
Right.
fucking wrong.
No,
and
that
not a
should
thing.
be. But the problem is when stuff like that happens, and you have like, $600,000. It's like, well, what is Kickstarter supposed to, put that back in? They have no legal obligation to pay back everyone who got fucked.
Right.
So it's kind of just like, well, they
And-
screwed you. You were gullible enough to fall for it.
And yeah.
Well,
But not in this
sometimes
case.
not gullible,
but yeah.
but most of the time gullible.
Right.
Sometimes
Yeah.
they look so legit, and like someone actually made something in their head and drew pictures and stuff, but they were completely inclined to just never
Or
make it
production
happen.
issues and things like this one.
Right.
Right. Now I have to give these guys credit because there were problems, and they didn't quite handle it in the best way, maybe.
Huh.
And once they had to announce that it was not going to happen, the head of the company, that guy named Hodge Camps right there,
Yeah.
wrote a letter explaining every detail of what went wrong, and it was completely transparent.
Yeah.
He handled that really well,
Yeah.
and he just continued on going with the company. I've actually tweeted him a few times, and he's tweeted back.
Cool.
So we're
You've
friends.
tweeted them?
Did they ever do any like anything for the people who backed it, like even just like so much as like a discount on some of their products?
I don't
or
think
something
so. I don't think so.
I
I don't
think
think
that-
they couldn't
that- I
afford
think
it because they were so much in debt with this project that I don't think
Right.
they had a chance.
Well, see, that's what I mean. Like, even if a project fails, you lose all the money. You can't, give people their money back. At least couldn't you give like the people who did back it like a 10% discount on your website, just like a one-time
right, because they
code?
do have other products, and
Right.
the products work well.
Yeah, so I feel like I at least want to do that. It's like, hey, you know what,
Yeah.
we fucked up. Here's a 10% discount to all of our products. You get to use it once for whatever you want, and
Right.
this is all we can do. Like, but I mean, you don't have to do that. I just think that would be cool for a company to do. Like, it's like, oh, that's
Right.
you actually cared.
And a friend of mine had backed this, and
How
it
much did you back
failed.
it
And
for?
I have no idea how much she backed it. Enough to get one.
So probably
Um,
$30 then. I don't know. It's just,
So,
it depends
is this
on
the
what it
one
says.
that is this one right here, the trigger trap that failed, or was
I
it the
think so.
second one?
Yeah, because this looks
because
like it's separate of a cell phone. Like this
if
looks
you
like it
scroll
works
down-
by itself.
No, if you scroll down,
No, the
Steve, to the
product
top
that-
comments, that one right there, they're talking about a second trigger trap, and if you go to that one, they just say, we failed. Go to go to the link,
Yeah, I went there.
because this is like
Yeah.
the version
Well,
1, and then
see-
they redid it, I guess.
The trigger trap that connects to your phone is the product that works, and the product that
no,
they sell.
but there's
and they sell in
another one.
stores.
There's another one with a button like a pocket wizard would have. Like it's got like a little module. If you go down to the link, Steve, there's the second one they're talking about. Calling it the
Red Snap.
this one.
Oh, that's it. That's the one that failed. Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if they failed twice. So
Okay.
That's the previous thing was the technology behind that.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yep. So. But anyway, a friend and she's bitter about it, and she won't even touch the other product because of it. She's so disappointed.
I mean, I get it. If the company really fucked up, it's like, well, do I really want to buy anything else from them?
Right. Exactly. But I did, and it works. So works really well. Now this thing, the Buccaneer, the 3D printer that everyone can use. This is a product that was funded. This is a product that was made, and this is a product that they have failed to deliver to 60% of the people who backed them.
How oh, there we go. How is it the 3D printer that everyone can use? Isn't that most 3D printers nowadays?
Yeah, but
It's just a tagline to sell them.
Okay, because
It's just a tagline to sell them.
3D printers are not CNC machines. CNC machines are not for everybody, but they're pretty much a
Right.
3D printer for the most part. Yeah. So, but the 3D printer is the version of the industrial stuff that is for everybody. So that seems like a little bit of a false advertising there, but okay.
Maybe is it cheaper? Would it have been cheaper?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Well, is it cheaper? Because that's the thing. Again, this is a real product. It's just that they have failed to deliver to their...
$300 gets you a Buccaneer.
What's the other one's cost?
That's about right for a low-grade 3D printer, probably.
Yes,
for
it
a
is.
lower area 3D printer.
I thought it was like
Which is
$3,000.
cheaper than a virtual headset.
Oh, no, they're a lot cheaper than that
Why am
now.
I getting a virtual headset when I can get a 3D printer instead? Well, because I want it.
Well, that's a completely different end of the spectrum, Steve.
No, but you can make real shit with a 3D printer. A virtual headset is nothing but...
Yeah, 3D printer would be awesome. I have no idea what I'd make with it, but I want one.
I'd make
GoPro casings.
Pokeball.
I'd make a Pokeball too. You
know you'd make at least one Pokeball.
I'd also do
on the
like
highest
Pokemon,
settings.
for sure.
Oh yeah, little Pokemon. Oh yeah, like your
I'd
favorite.
also do like
miniatures.
Yeah, I'd also do like models of spaceships and stuff, and then paint them.
Yeah, just to make things that could help you make other stuff, or it's like, oh, I need something that'll fit here that'll do this. Oh, I'll 3D print.
Yeah, exactly. It would be a lot of fun.
It would open up a world of building that like I would love.
I'd 3D print Legos.
I'd 3D print a computer probably.
Or a computer case.
That'd be fun. Yeah, the whole computer, the case, everything. Just 3D print it and then put parts into it.
I don't know if a computer case is a good idea because this material is used to be melted down and then reconstructed. And if you're putting in something that's also really hot, maybe it depends on the kind of
plastic you use, but yeah, it depends on how you do it. Anyway, so they were able to get out like at any or
no, they just haven't delivered.
Okay. So is it what they just disappeared or they failed? Like, has there been any kind
of... No,
they
didn't fail. They didn't disappear. They have a website where you can buy other products and stuff. They just not delivering to the people who back them.
So it's pretty much they've just been like, oh, we're not going to talk about it anymore. And they haven't talked about it.
Fuck you guys. We're out. Mic drop.
Yep.
Wow.
Pretty much.
Wow.
So yeah, pretty disgusting.
Yeah, yeah.
Assholes.
Well, it is what it is. You can start talking about it before I actually get to it.
So yeah, I had to remember what it was, but this is a Indiegogo project that is pretty controversial because people are pissed as shit at these people because these guys were backed for $1.5 million.
Yeah,
and 90% of the people who backed them have not gotten the product. 90%.
Jeez.
And the company is coming back and saying no. We haven't failed to deliver. We're just having problems making it. The problem is they're selling the product now, like on the open market, and everyone who buys it that way is getting one.
Oh shit! So they haven't delivered to the people who, for the package they bought, said that they were going to get it. Now that has to be illegal, because if something's promised in a package and they're able to deliver on it, then surely. Indiegogo has something in there saying if you don't do that, then you have to pay back the people or something like that.
Yeah, I would think.
Shit. Is that $11,000 backing?
Yeah, two
you
people
get 100 of the watches. I bet they didn't get their shit.
Well, those people probably did because they paid so much, and rich people can lawyer up real quick.
That's true.
Yeah.
$1,100. That's
so this was supposed to be a pebble killer. Have more functionality than the Pebble, be better battery supply, better looks, all these things, but still within like the idea of the Pebble.
Right.
So.
Still think it's the stupidest name in the world, the Pebble.
Hey, it worked. They were a successful Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah, but it's a Pebble.
As now it's become an actual company who's making more stuff, like the Pebble Time and the Pebble Steel. Like they're getting up there in smartwatches.
I'm not going to own or wear anything that's called a Pebble.
Why not? I'm not going to own anything that's called an Apple.
Well, neither am I. But still, they're stupid names.
Anyway.
Yep.
One day we'll go through an episode without bashing Apple.
So this is another video game, and the Kickstarter was successful, but the project failed because there was like strife or whatever within the company, and all the independent developers left. So essentially, there was no one else to develop the game. It just fell flat on its face.
I think that's kind of what happened with the Yogg's Quest one. The place who was developing it
Ventures,
and used up all the money, and they had no way to make the game or continue the game production.
Right.
Because they didn't have the funds for it. But yeah, that sucks.
So it's just another.
That's another problem with a lot of things like this. Is they trust in a lot of these startup game companies that are designing these games, and they go in not realizing what they have to do, and then they fail.
Because any guy who can program a little bit or something can think, oh, I can make a fucking video game now. And then they go to do it, and there's like, oh my god, all these bugs. Fuck this.
And then they use up their money because it took too long or whatever, and then fail.
Yeah.
So is that it? Yeah, it's all in there. Okay.
So now that we've thoroughly bashed and reminded people why Kickstarters fail, we're gonna go to Kickstarter and see what's going on.
Yeah, because hey, fucking Oculus and Pebble, things like that.
Yeah, sometimes it ends up being really cool. Sometimes it's the perfect thing.
Yep.
So let's see what we get.
Kickstarter. Alright, so what do we want to do? Do we want to do? Let's do Discover. Let's hit Discover.
Share your fruit.
Technology?
Sure.
And technology and sorted by magic. Why not? Or should we do popularity?
Magic works.
Okay.
Magic works, yeah.
So we got the return of the Frantone Peach Fuzz.
No idea.
Sounds like something I want to look at.
It's a pedal for guitar, like if you have a wah-wah effect or something like that, or it changes different things about your guitar.
World's first programmable drone.
I feel like we've seen a programmable drone already.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's not the first
and that looks like a really nice
specific
picture.
microphones. That's cool. Instrument-specific microphones.
Don't they have those already?
You can buy microphones that record instruments.
Yes.
But
this is like specific.
One that fits all the string instruments. Right. Which is really cool.
Yeah, because all those instruments output sounds differently and in different tones, and having them like very specific to that instrument makes sense because you're getting a better quality sound and yeah.
Or you just tape a microphone to your instrument.
That's not
the same. No.
Putting tape on an instrument could ruin the sound of it.
I know.
Maybe we should do what's popular.
Uh-huh.
None of this stuff looks good. Sorry.
The key part.
The Luma dice are still a thing that's around. That's great.
Good.
Yep.
Well,
the world's smallest LED flashlight, so you can lose it real fucking quick.
Or accidentally, like in a hurry, shoot it at someone.
It looks like
why isn't it leaving?
Flip on it.
Why is it not leaving the gun?
It looks like a bullet. People are like, "Oh, that's cool." All of a sudden, LED flashlight.
No.
Okay.
I'm just trying to help it out.
I'm just trying to help it out.
So that base by Wiv, the custom 3D printed insoles, I thought those were tampons. Or pads. I was like, oh, 3D,
wow.
what? 3D
Wait, what's
printed?
This? What's this?
What is it?
How is it?
It's a self-rechargeable electronic lighter.
Yeah, how does it sustain a flame without fuel?
Maybe
it doesn't have to be a flame lighter. It could just be a spark.
I guess that's true. So it's kind of like if you're going like a little cigarette lighter then. So maybe it just has a coil on there.
It could be like that too, yeah.
Let's see. Picture.
And some design. It says Tesla, so you'll get a lot. Yeah, okay, that's pretty cool.
All right.
That could hurt a lot of people.
That's awesome.
Interesting.
I would get that just as a fucking taser.
Yeah, I know, right? Just a little mini taser that you can light stuff with, and then you're trying to get someone. It's like, damn it, the cap's in the way. Damn it, I have to push really hard into their skin. It's just not working.
No,
And it's got like a
that's
safety
a cool
feature on it, so
concept.
you touch it with your skin, and it like goes out. Nothing happens.
Yeah, there's just it's safety in it.
Yeah, like the table saws have a moisture sensor that'll shut off the second that there's moisture near the blade, which is good.
Yeah.
This actually looks pretty cool.
2
Something
gen,
else I
all
can
metal,
lose.
modular keyboards, Bluetooth low energy locator, pocket knife add-ons, etc., etc.
It's a charger. That's pretty neat.
It
You can
seems
put your
kind of
smartphone in it.
it seems kind of like not natural to hold. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it doesn't look. I feel like I'd break a key with it.
And you
Oh,
can't put a smartphone in it. It's locked
Oh,
by
here,
a
look at that.
smartphone.
Look at this. Oh, that's the pivot. That's the
I
difference.
like the pivot. That one looks a little better.
Yeah.
Not that. Not a lot of keys you wouldn't be able to fit in there.
Oh yeah, that's cool. The pivot has a knife, some keys, a little chip USB port there. That's
Whatever the
cool.
hell that thing is. What's that pointy thing on the end?
Maybe a glass breaker?
No, yeah, that makes sense.
That's interesting, I guess. Quality
Yeah.
control. Look at all these tools we probably never even fucking touched. Quality control.
That caliper is an analog caliper. Who owns an analog caliper anymore?
I do.
Ooh, Smart Pi
Really?
Touch. A Raspberry Pi
Yeah.
touch stand.
The
Oh,
analog calipers work a lot better for fine measurements on motor parts. So I have a whole huge set of them.
That's cool.
Yes. I don't ever use them, but I have them.
Yeah.
smart
Oh,
watches for
laser.
kids, yay.
Stuff. I'm not seeing anything that's standing out
Smart
too much.
laser distance meter. I have one of those.
They already, but they
That
have
one, but I
those.
have-
You can buy them at Lowe's. Why are people remaking the wheel?
Mad Glass, the world's most advanced smart glass ecosystem. An ecosystem. The hell is that?
I don't know. What is
What?
this? A scooter? No, what?
Yeah, it's just a collapsible scooter.
Yeah. Smallest apparently in the world.
Yeah, what is that
used to
first
be.
unlimited time-lapse solution?
I don't know. Looking at it. Oh, it looks like it's a solar panel. That's why. Unlimited. Like you can quite literally leave it there.
That's cool.
And it probably has like shit ton of storage on it.
Until it gets shocked by lightning.
Well, maybe you put a lightning pole next to it so the lightning goes right into the ground just in case.
Have you ever seen great time-lapse photography? Yes, I've made some.
Huh. I don't know if it's great, but you've made some.
Energy is provided by an integrated adjustable photovoltaic solar cell, leading to a long-term time-lapse capability. Once captured, photos are wirelessly transmitted to the cloud, so you never run out of storage space until the cloud runs out of storage space because you're paying for however much storage. But that's cool still.
Yeah.
They said I wouldn't run out of storage space. I
Now,
don't
one
have
thing I
one
don't
picture
like
on
is the
here.
fact that it does save it to a cloud. Does that mean this can only be used in an area where there's Wi-Fi? Or you have to have your phone?
Connection. Yeah.
So you have to have your phone then, so you're still limited to power. You can't just leave it there.
You might as well just use a trigger trap with your phone to shoot it on a camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although maybe it's
Trigger
the type
trap,
of
we
thing
just
where
talked about that,
you get close
guys.
enough to it, and you push the button and it syncs it to the cloud, and you're good to go. Oh, it's still cool.
Well,
that
I
it has a
talk
solar
about it
cell on
because like trigger trap works really well. That's why I keep
Right.
talking about it.
No, I know. I wasn't trying to be a dick. I was just saying we should talk about it. Let's see, is there anything? Some more Arduino things. There's tons of those.
Riots.
Oh, there's that flying robot still.
Air mouse presenter, smart TV scroller, gesture. Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, sound break. Headphones. Headphone gadget alerts you of outside sounds. Okay, that could be cool, especially if you have like really good headphones and you don't hear shit when you're doing stuff.
Yeah, it'd
like-
probably only be good for noise canceling.
It'd be good for gaming, like especially if you have a VR headset, having something like that. Plug in your really good headphones, and you're like
Ooh.
super immersed, and all of a sudden you hear, it's like what? You take off your headphones, and someone's like walking into the room.
Yeah, there's two in the bottom right, the Thimble and the Indigo. What are those?
Indigo All-in-One Retro Game Console. Oh, I've seen those around though before. And
Yeah.
Thimble is a learn and build electronics.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
it's a
cool.
monthly
Click on
delivered
that.
kits. Oh, it's like one of those monthly things. So you get shit and you can.
That's
build
what a
it.
monthly
kinda
delivered
cool.
kit is. It's actually a monthly thing.
Let's click it. Thimble. I get it. Great fun electronic devices each month with guided tutorials and helpful community thingies. They go
Wi-Fi
out.
robot.
That's a lot more than their goal. Um,
Yeah, it
that's
is.
severely a lot more than their goal. Make a new device every month. I could see why people would like something like this. They'd be like receiving like Legos every month that you could
Yeah.
build a little thing or
Yeah.
something.
That too, and it'd be cool for kids and stuff. Like if you want to teach your kids how to not suck at life and do something.
My
Kids.
kids,
They're
I
like
want this.
12 and older.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
but
would
still,
want to do it.
I'm sorry, I would want to do it too, not just kids, obviously.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, so you get a little box and you get some parts and stuff. This is really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
it
a
is.
lot.
This is cool.
That would
Like
be
a
fun.
Withy robot.
Oh, and then you got apps so you can control whatever it is you made if you made something that needs to be controlled or something.
Right.
That's kind of cool. That's super interesting. That's a lot better than getting your kid like a hero crate or a like the
Loot
one
crate.
Brian gets loot
A
crate
loot
or Japanese crate or
Or the
they also
anime crate.
Here's some sushi in your Japanese crate. Oh,
No,
it's
you
gone
get
bad.
actually the
Ooh.
Japanese one or the Jap one is a bunch of like Japanese candy
Jap?
you get every month.
That's cool.
Um,
There's like an international food one where you get hello Google.
something from each country. That'd be cool too. Or like a dog one, like the dog you get like dog treats and dog things every month or dog
Yeah.
toys.
And then the dog hates all of them or
Yeah.
gets
But this
addicted
would
to
be a
one of
fun
them.
one
And it's
to
like a
learn
super
with.
expensive European one that you can only get by paying
Yeah.
$500 of shipping. And the dog never eats anything else.
I'm
so
actually
yeah, fuck
surprised Legos haven't jumped
Did that-
up to
did that
have
happen
like
to
a
you?
monthly Lego kit.
That'd be cool, but you
That
could
would
just
be
build
cool.
it with all the Legos you have from your childhood, because I have,
I
like...
don't have enough Legos.
Oh, God,
They're
I have
too
a shit ton.
expensive. I have
I
a
have
a
I have a
shit
bucket,
ton
but
of
I don't
Legos.
have like I don't have as many Legos as I would like. I would like fucking barrels of Legos. That's how
So,
many
I
Legos
have
I
barrels of Legos.
That's
Well, they're not barrels. They're like plastic tubs, but they're fucking huge.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, Mike.
So that's
Okay.
cool though. This would be very cool. Oh, what happened? Okay.
Eureka!
Press to
Uh,
brew.
So let's
Oh,
see. Let's
God.
take a look at this thing. I've seen things like this before, where it's just has everything
Is
in
that a
it.
floppy drive?
Probably.
Probably for old school PC floppy games, maybe.
Successor to the Commodore. What?
There we
I
go.
was just about to say that.
N64,
Game
Nintendo,
Boy
Game
games.
Gear, Mega Drive, Niki,
PlayStation.
Super Nintendo. Pretty much everything that's not
PlayStation.
modern, for the most part.
Yeah.
That's why it's
Neo
called the
Geo.
retro thing.
It
You
doesn't
could
say
just-
retro. It's
Retro game
okay,
console.
Fine, it's retro,
All-in-one
damn it.
retro game.
Raspberry,
Even though it's not
Raspberry
really
Pi
retro.
2. Wow, those things are getting all around, aren't they? Those raspberries.
Yeah, they
These
are.
guys are fucking awesome. They're so easy just to build off of. They're good, like, starting point and everything.
Oh, the world's smartest wearable weather station.
Yeah, we saw that. We've seen that before. We skipped over it.
Did we?
Yeah,
Oh,
it just remembers UV and temperature, and it connects to your phone.
Mm.
Yeah, your phone could do the same thing. Your phone has the same
Yeah.
technology that has.
Mm.
A
Mm.
tactical utility dependent.
Yeah, looks like something you wear. It has a little saw on it, pointed end.
It
So it's
probably
a little
breaks.
Arrowhead saw knife, 10 wrench sizes.
It's a fucking arrowhead, so you put it on your arrow, and you shoot it, and it gets stuck up in a
That's
tree, and
not
you break
how
your
it
leg
works.
climbing up the tree and survive.
Gosh.
You had one tool, and that was your fucking necklace, and you just lost it in the tree.
Ooh. Electromagnetic car tinting. Select the percentage of tinting with just a touch of the remote.
That sounds like a fucking awesome ticket. I would never
All right.
do.
Hey, no, it sounds like a great ticket. Your police thing goes off, you have it wired to your car, instantly wires it down to like 5% or 0, depending on what state you're in.
0%
It's
is the darkest
your
tint.
windows look like all of a sudden they like had tint and then they completely lost it. Well, it must have been the light officer.
0% is the darkest tint you can get, Steve.
Okay, so 100% then. Whatever 0 like see-through is.
It'll be 100.
Still though, you could feasibly wire that into your police scanner, so every time it goes off, your windows just go down and there's like it's nothing there. That would be cool.
Yay.
Let's see.
You could buy this reactive mask, so you can go rave and be stupid with all the fucking synthetic drugs people do.
Yeah, Ray.
It lights up to the music.
Use any headphones as wireless TV headphones. That'd be cool. That'd be cool for a computer. You have some nice wired headphones, but maybe you want to like, watch something leaning back, but your headphones aren't quite long enough. You plug it into that.
Oh,
Or
sorry.
TVs.
Stimulate the senses to induce better sleep. What senses are they stimulating?
Your neck, it looks like probably. The way it looks like something you lay on.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Pokemon. The Sleepy-on.
Sleepy
does,
On
yeah.
uses sound, light, and aroma. Okay, no, it just sits there. So it uses sound, light, and aroma. So sound, it maybe outputs like nice, calming sounds.
Four sound.
Rain.
You hear a wolf tearing
Maybe
into a
you
rabbit.
smell rain, and then light is maybe it makes it like whatever. Okay.
Some girl on YouTube making kissy sounds with her fist.
I actually listen to what is it called, ASMR?
ASMR.
ASMR. Yeah, I listened to one of that before I went to bed. I had the weirdest fucking dream in the world. It was the worst.
You gotta buy some oils.
Never
yourself.
doing that again. Well, you could do that with any kind of natural oil or oil extracts.
Usually you have to have something that's a heated thing or a flame.
Most
people don't
scented
like to sleep with
oils
that.
is what I'm talking about. But
Yeah,
no, it could just be a heated element.
Yes, but that's still technically, people don't like to sleep with stuff like that on because it could potentially cause a fire in their sleep.
Please, I fall asleep with candles on all the time.
Well, that's fine. It's Florida.
What does that have to do with that?
Good point. It means if something burns down, it's not going to be missed.
We could continue, but we've been on for about an hour and a half, so we could wrap it up here. I don't see too much
Really?
anything else interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, hour and a half. Yeah.
I thought it was only an hour since we started.
About a half hour, so.
Yes, I am.
No.
Yeah, I thought we started at the 30 mark, not the hour mark.
You're right. So it's been an hour.
Yeah.
We still could wrap up, or we can keep going for a little while.
Yeah, we could wrap up. Whatever.
It doesn't matter to me. No one's
It's our
watching live right
longest,
now,
but it's
so
our
this is going on YouTube.
We could play Chinese checkers and just talk.
Could do that. I
don't even
don't
know
know
how
if
to
this thing
play
can
Chinese
capture game stuff. I know I can capture screen
that's right.
stuff. And I also would have to download that. I haven't downloaded that yet.
Okay, never mind then.
So
Maybe next week.
maybe next week.
Yeah.
Actually, I think this probably can capture a game.
Maybe I
It's a
should
screen
learn how
capture, but
to play Chinese checkers.
It's not difficult. It's
Yeah,
really
no,
not
it's
difficult.
It's been a while since I played though, so I'd have to get a little bit of a refresher. But it's not that hard if I remember correctly.
Do you like Chinese checkers a lot, Brian? Is that what you always suggested?
Well, you gotta have at least 3 people.
Not
So-
particularly. It's just that it's easy to play. It's like stupid easy, and you can play it with a small amount of people. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Well, I guess then we got nothing else to talk about.
Yep, thanks for watching. Don't
Yep.
forget to like and subscribe.
Leave us anything you want us to talk about, topics or
Yeah.
whatever. Tweet
Or
us.
for the
Put
suggestions.
it in the YouTube comments.
we don't have any idea what we're going to talk about for a while. We do know that in a few weeks we're going to have a discussion about
Some phone stuff.
The Project Phi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends on what happens this week. If there's anything really worth, going into
Yeah.
at all.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, just leave us anything you want to rant about.
Maybe we'll just talk about the Expanse or whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it could work. We'll all be caught up on that by next week.
Yeah.
We're all caught up on that now.
Yeah.
Well, there's
I watched
another
all of it
episode coming out
yesterday.
tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh, tomorrow. Okay.
But as of right now, we are all caught up.
Yes.
You gotta read the books too.
I'm not reading the books.
No. I mean, no.
I'm still getting through the Kilo 5 series. I'm not reading any more books.
That's fine. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching, guys.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Bye.
Oh God.
that's enough of that.
Yep. And stop broadcast.